But first, Judge Brett Kavanaugh one step closer to becoming a Supreme Court justice. The Senate voted 51-49 today to advance his nomination forward, but senators could change course for the final vote. Protesters have been making their voices heard across the nation, including here in Montana. Jay Cohn standing by now with more on that. Jay.
Right, Janelle, a group of around 30 protesters gathered to oppose Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh today, and they did so at the Republican Party office in Missoula. The protesters are with Missoula Rises and the Western Montana Democratic Socialists of America. More tonight from MTN's Lauren Heiser.
Missoula police were called in just before 2 p.m. when office managers say they saw protesters on the roof attempting to hang banners from the side of the building. When police arrived on scene, the protesters were not on top of the building. Instead, 8 of the DSA members sat inside and refused to leave. Regional Field Director for the Republican Party in Missoula, Kelsey Cooley, was leading a business meeting when the protesters entered the building.
I have no problem with them assembling. That's the reason that we are strong constitutional conservatives and that we believe in the Constitution, is the right to your freedom of speech and the right to peacefully assemble. But this is not the case. They are in a private building. They interrupted my business operations for the day. I told them you're more than welcome to organize outside, protest outside. I have no issue with that. That's your right as a citizen, but not to do it inside of my office.
There was a peaceful discussion between the group and the police, and the group did eventually leave the building. All 8 that chose to go inside of the office were cited for criminal trespassing. Missoula Rises issued a press release ahead of Friday's rally denouncing what they called the Republican Party's callous treatment of Dr. Christine Blasey Ford after she came forward with allegations of sexual assault by Kavanaugh. Western Montana DSA organizer Tootie Welker says they chose their location because it's about more than just this one issue.
So for us, it's not just Steve Daines, and while right now we're upset about Kavanaugh, it's just the whole lack of democratic processes that we're upset with.
In Missoula, Lauren Heiser, MTN News.
Now, in response to that protest today, Montana Republican Party Chair Deborah Lamb issued this statement saying, quote, "The people of Montana stand behind Brett Kavanaugh, and we're going to confirm him to the Supreme Court." Janelle?